yo. All right, man. We got week 14 game. We got the week 14 game reviews. We got college football news. This is the Tuesday Night Delight. This is sports to talk about. Let's start the show right here and right now.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Work with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions.
All right, man. We thank you guys so much for being here with us on this Tuesday. Rainy Tuesday night here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Cheek pop. This is the Tuesday Night Delight, man. This Tuesday night starts for us year four. Year four for us. This is this is starting up, man. Started up. This is the start up our fourth year on the air here as a sports podcast. Last Saturday we celebrated our 3-year anniversary on airs, man. So you can go check out that show from last Saturday. And when you do, hit that like button. Hit that like button while you're there, man. While you're there. I want to thank our sponsors, man. SeatGeek and Bonfire, the official store of the Real Sports Podcast. We got hats and hoodies over there at Bonfire. So go check that out and get something like this here over there for the low. 15% off. 15% off. Everything must go. 15% off. Everything must go, man. Again, thank you guys for being here tonight. We won't be for you long. We all know you guys got to go to work, but we are going to bring you the reviews, and these two gentlemen here are going to bring the entertainment tonight.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of the entertainment, Fly Eagles, fly.
Yeah.
Them boys so hot. They look like phoenixes, boy. They hot, right?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
9 in a row. Eesh. Representing the one-time Super Bowl champion, the Philadelphia Eagles, ladies and gentlemen, from the city of brotherly love.
Yes, sir.
He is the pride of Philadelphia. And y'all know he is Philadelphia's favorite son. He is the one and only Philly G.
As always, baby, it's good to be on the show on a Tuesday night with my brothers. But my God, this team back here, baby, forget about Detroit. It's about Philly, baby. Let's go.
Philly, hey.
Let's go.
Philly strong right now. Philly strong
yes, sir.
now.
Look, bro. We still pounding. Look, shout out to the Panthers, bro. Tough game. But listen.
Tough.
We won.
Yeah.
The streak continues.
I was telling them, man, my son met Ziegler. My son met Ziegler was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, got his autograph and everything. Let him hold the TNA belt and all that, yo. Yeah, man. That was crazy. Dolph Ziggler, cool dude, man. Cool dude. He's like, you want me? He signed Nick Nemeth, and then he signed Dolph Ziggler. He's like, here, you gonna have both of my names. That was crazy. Crazy.
That's dope as hell.
Last but not least, I got the day one. the pioneer of this fine establishment. Yes, sir. Representing the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is Oklahoma State alumni. Go Pokes. This man is a wrestling archive, professional wrestling. You got any questions about it? You need any trivia? The guy got it. He is wrestling trivia. He's also the Real Sports Wrestling Trivia Champion. Somebody challenge this guy. Somebody challenge him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the host of On the Mark. He is the very talented and Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We spend a lot of time talking about football on the show, and football is always the sport that I love the most. But damn it, I wish I would have gone to baseball, man. 15 years, $765 million. Man,
God,
I should have been playing
boy,
shortstop, bro.
Oh, that's crazy,
I don't know
bro.
what I was
Boy.
doing playing football.
You ain't kind, hey,
I was in the
bro.
wrong business, bro.
You ain't kidding. That's insane money.
15 years,
Why?
765
And then we have to
bro.
deal with him in our division, host.
And exactly. And he's not even that. I mean, he's good, but he's not like sending the word. That's A-Rod money, bro.
We're getting
That is the
A-Rod
largest
money.
contract in the history of professional sports.
the largest.
That is.
That is. Lucky guy. Freaking love him.
He must have been.
Yeah, he met him, yo. He signed Nick. And he signed Dolph Ziggler. He told my son, he said, here, you can get both of my names.
Hey, Mark, if you know, you know.
What's up?
When Christian see a super kick, boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He hit that mug, too. He hit that mug.
Chris would have lost it, right?
Yeah, he hit it, too.
Chris would have fell out, bro.
Yo,
Nice guy,
I'm still mad at Chris, though. He went to the 2300 arena. I haven't been there ever in my life. I know where it's at. I've drove by it. I've never been to it. I've never been in it, bro. I gotta go. Gotta go one day.
That's monumental right there, bro. You got to go to that, bro. If I ever go back to Philly, which would not be no time, I ain't gonna say nothing.
You gotta go get a cheesesteak, and then we go on the 2300.
Oh,
what?
Man. It is the worst driving, bro, in Philly. It is the worst.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not as bad, dog. I'm telling you, down here.
Driving like this, going down the road like this. It's like, oh my God, the cars, everything like
the one-way streets.
Yeah, one-way
street.
Like,
so you got to park on it. Look, put the car up here on the curb. You have that one wheel lined up on.
You got to park like eight blocks away. Oh man. Oh, Philly.
I'll be looking at people. I'll be like, define 8 blocks.
Boy.
Got through that damn alleyway, man.
Philadelphia. Philly.
That's my city,
That's what we do right here. We talk about random stuff as well, but that's what we do, man. Again, man, thank you guys. Oh, I told y'all we ain't gonna waste y'all time tonight, man. But you know how we start Tuesdays off, man. We started off with the man right there, my main man. Guess what? He got college football news right here on the Mark.
Wave the flag.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It is Tuesday night. That means it is time to kick things in a high gear and get into the latest and greatest from the world of football from outside of the National Football League. Welcome to another edition of On the Mark, the regular season finale. We got some trophies to give out, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Man, if you had any doubts about Arizona State before Saturday, I think those should be put to bed right now. Arizona State beat the brakes off of Iowa State,
The brakes.
45-19 for the Big 12 championship.
Scatterboo.
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 For the running
Scatterboo.
back.
I butchered his name.
He finished the day. He had 16 carries, 170 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The quarterback Levitt finished the day 12 of 17, 219, and 3 touchdowns. It was all Arizona State all game. Iowa State was never really in it. And what's really ironic about this is that in the preseason polls, Arizona State was picked to finish dead last in the Big 12. Absolutely nobody gave them a shot. But hey, like a runaway train coming down the tracks, they ran everybody over, including my Oklahoma State Cowboys, all the way to the Big 12 championship, and they qualified for the college football playoff. More to come on that a little bit later. But shout out to the Sun Devils. Forks up, man. Shout out to them.
Forks up.
A game that was actually a lot more competitive than I really expected it to be. Not that game, but other one. For the Big Ten championship on Saturday night, we had Oregon taking on Penn State, and the Ducks win the game 45-37 to continue their undefeated season. They finished the regular season 13-0. They're conference champions. They're in the college football playoff and get that first round bye. Like I said, hats off really to Penn State. I really didn't expect them to put up that much of a fight because unfortunately, no shade for G. A lot of times when we see James Franklin and company getting these big game moments, they tend to fold. That wasn't the case this year. They gave Oregon all they could handle. And shout out to the Nittany Lions. They made the college football playoff as well. So it's going to be some interesting matchups coming up.
Make or break
So the
season
next
for James
game,
Franklin.
this game is
Before you go a little further, Mark, he just dropped up in here. What's up, Tonyo?
what's going on?
What's up, bud?
Tonyo. All day. Tonyo.
And this next part of the show
yeah.
is where host
Tonyo's
is
in the
gonna
building.
disagree
Yes, sir.
with me, where host is gonna get upset.
Yep.
We had the SEC championship game down in Atlanta, and
Oh.
those devilish Bulldogs from Georgia, they knock off Texas for the second time this year. They won the SEC championship 22-19 in overtime. To Philly G, and is going to put a smile on his face. Unlike the San Francisco 49ers a couple years ago, they were in the championship game. Both their quarterbacks got hurt. The starting quarterback only had one arm, and he was still able to hand the ball off, and they still were able to win the game and win the championship. So Georgia finishes the year 11-2. Texas finishes 11-2 also. Georgia is in the college football playoff, much to the chagrin of the biggest Alabama fan known to mankind, the host. I hate to do it to you even more, but we got to get to the real main event. The ACC championship game went down this weekend, and I was hosting host, and he was the biggest SMU fan this side of Eric Dickerson, I promise you.
Me too. Me too.
First half of that game, Clemson was beating the brakes off of SMU. I texted Philly G, man, I thought it was over with. I thought it was going to be a beatdown of the week type game.
Word.
But SMU, to their credit, to Rhett Lashley and Gang's credit, they came all the way back. They lose on a last-second 50-plus yard field goal. Clemson edges out SMU 34-31. SMU held Clemson to 3 points only in the second half, and their only 3 points was that last-second field goal. But SMU came roaring back to life. They made it one hell of a game. It came down to the end. So shout out to the Mustangs. Shout out to Clemson. I know hosts don't like it, but that's just the way it goes. Before we get to the college football playoff, you got some coaching news for you. Anthony Beck, the head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks, he did officially interview with West Virginia. And there are rumblings that within the next 24 to 48 hours, Bill Belichick, former head coach of the New England Patriots, winner, I think, 8-9 Super Bowl championships at the times of coaching the NFL. He's strongly considering taking over as the head man down at UNC. moving down to Chapel Hill. So he's strongly considering it. There's got a lot of people questioning if he's really going to do it. And apparently we're going to know within the next 24 to 48 hours if that's going to be the case. It'll be interesting to see Coach Belichick in college. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually intrigued by it, especially because their players are getting paid millions of dollars now. It's really no different from what he was dealing with in the NFL. So at least this way, he don't got to draft nobody. He just got to be able to recruit them. So we'll see how that goes.
Very true.
Moving right along back to the gridiron, though. The college football playoff is set. Host, can you bring the bracket up for the people, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got some juicy matchups going down in the first round. So these first round matchups are all games that are taking place on actual college campuses. These are going to be home games for these teams. In the first round, we got Clemson going on the road to Texas, the ACC champion versus the SEC runner-up. The winner of that game will move on to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl to take on Arizona State. We also got Tennessee going on the road to Ohio State. The winner of that game is going to play Oregon in the Rose Bowl. That game is going to be really interesting to watch because everybody is saying if Ohio State loses to Tennessee, it could be the end for Ryan Day in Columbus. So definitely keep an eye on that game. Also, this weekend going down on TNT. Football on TNT. Host, how long has it been?
1995, bro. So we beat the Raiders, beat the Jets.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you. But we got Penn State. They're hosting a night game. Not a night game. At 12 o'clock on Saturday, Penn State is hosting SMU. The Mustangs, who fell short in the ACC title game, they get rewarded for their efforts by having to go on the road to Penn State in what's expected to probably be a whiteout game. The winner of that Penn State SMU game is going to go on to the Fiesta Bowl to play Boise State and their Heisman candidate, Genty, at running back. So that'll be pretty interesting to see. And then the last first round game, it's an in-state rivalry. You got the Indiana Hoosiers going to South Bend to play Notre Dame. The winner of that game is going to play number 2 Georgia in the All-State Sugar Bowl. Now, I have to admit something in front of the people. And host and Philly G can vouch for me, especially Philly G. I am the biggest certified Alabama hater on planet Earth with a specialty in pettiness. I am a petty Alabama hater. But even I have to admit, I agree SMU deserve to be in. But where I disagree with the committee is where they put Notre Dame and Indiana in. I feel like one of those two teams could have been Alabama. I got mad love and respect for Coach Signetti and Indiana, but the truth of the matter is they haven't played anybody. And then the one time they did play somebody, they went to Ohio State and had the brakes beaten off of them. Notre Dame, honestly, I'm just tired of every year that they get into the postseason, they play an actual team with talent and they get the brakes beat off of them. I've never seen them be competitive in my life in the postseason. So I'm kind of tired of them, but I ain't a hater. Oklahoma State was nowhere near the dance, but I just feel like between Indiana and Notre Dame, one of those spots could have gone to either Miami or Alabama. Pick your poison of those two, but I think one of those two should have been in over the French and the Hoosier State. Now, we've reached the point where you guys know what time it is. It's time to crown the beatdown of the week. And honestly, if you're in this part of the segment this late in the season, I congratulate you on making a postseason, but you really shouldn't be here because it probably means your season didn't end very well. So, we're going to the great state of Ohio. We had a very interesting matchup. You had Marion Local High School going into this game. They were 15-0, going up against the 14-1 Hillsdale Flyers. Man, you would think this game would have been competitive. You would think it would have came down to the wire. But this is the beatdown of the week. You know that's not the case. Marion Local finishes the year 16-0 after beating Hillsdale High School. And this is in the state championship game. This ain't an opening round game. This is the state championship game. Final score, 74-0. You got beat 74-0 in the state championship game. I have to give a huge shout out to Marion Local. They are a dominant powerhouse up there in Ohio. I read online that this is like their 60th win in a row. They've had consecutive undefeated seasons. They are not to be played with. But shout out to them. Marion Local, that's one hell of a way to win a state championship. 74-0 over the Hillsdale Flyers. So, you know how I do it. Philly G host, I got to ask, would you rather get to the state championship game and lose 74-0, or you just rather not even make it at all?
B.
Host, that you don't want no smoke.
And this is where I disagree with the host.
My card.
He stole your finish.
I'll take a championship appearance, but what the hell are we doing? What went wrong?
And to their credit, to Hillsdale credit, Marion Local, this was their 64th win in a row. They finished the year 16-0. So if you went 64 in a row, you kind of know what you're going up against before you get into that game. But yeah, I agree. You would have expected it to be closer, especially if you only had one loss on the season. But hey, man, they lose 74-0 to give Marion Local their 64th consecutive win. That is on the mark for this regular season. We will be back at the end of the college football playoff to announce the winner of the Heisman Trophy, as well as who was crowned national champions. We're also hosting a bracket, so if you're in the Real to Sports group, I posted the link in the group. You can join the Real to Sports group on the ESPN Bracket Challenge and fill out your bracket to see who you think is going to win that national championship in college football. But that's it for this year. Juan DeMark, it's been a pleasure. Shout out to my man, the host, for giving me the opportunity to bring you guys the latest and greatest from the world of football outside of the NFL each and every week. I appreciate everybody who contributed to the Beatdown of the week. We had some very lopsided games. I made host lose his mind. So that's always a good year for me. Like I said, we'll be back in 2025 to tell you guys who won the national title. But until then, we'll see you next time. Back to you, host.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
Oh man, no more
I'm just,
Beatdown for me.
I'd rather get there. You know what I'm saying? To be real with y'all, like I'd rather get there, and have a chance.
Just get stumped
But
in
like
the
I
mud.
said, what went wrong? You know what I'm
You're not
saying?
gonna put me in the papers. Hell no.
Like, no,
Hey,
like they gonna be like, well, coach, see you next season. No, y'all ain't going no damn where. We're doing suicides now. We're gonna prepare for this next year. Like, nah,
Hey,
bro.
it'll be interesting to see if somebody can stop them. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on Marion Local going into next year. 64 wins in a row at the high school level. That's insane.
That's
When you said that 64 straight, and then I'm thinking about the history too. Like, if the game would have went a different direction, it's like, all right, y'all the first team to beat them, but 64 straight, Martin, look like me on Sam Houston.
They won the title.
That's like us. That's like us when we beat Vanderbilt. We beat them 60 something games in a row.
Yeah.
And they beat us. What?
Haven't beaten us since like 1950 something. And you out here just getting victories. Don't bring that game up, please. Don't.
God damn, I know, right?
That's why we're not in now.
That was the last on the mark for the season, man. I tell you, boy. He gave me more heart attacks than the Raiders.
He said more.
Good Lord, man. But shout out to Young Mark, man. Again, man, it takes a lot of dedicated work.
So what? All right.
Uh-huh.
I got one last question, Hills. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, you're right.
Would you rather take the ass whooping in the regular season, or would you rather take the ass whooping in the postseason?
Give me the
That's another good question.
You went 14-1. You got to the championship. But what that other loss look like?
Nah, give me the regular. I take it in the regular, not in the playoffs. You're not gonna put me in the papers, bro. Yeah,
That,
He
that
said
was a
he's not
state.
putting
That
me
was a
in
state
the
championship game.
you're not
terrible.
gonna put me in the paper, man.
Mark,
Mark,
I'll take the appearance. Fuck it.
we know
I'll
the
take the
Undertaker.
Appreciate
You
it,
did
man.
good, Mark. You did good.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to
You
Mark,
Thank
got
man.
you,
your triple. You
Mark.
got your triple
I know,
digit
right?
score this year, huh?
Thank you,
Yes.
Mark.
Appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you, Mark.
I tell you, man, that's a dedicated job to do, man. To do
Yes.
college football, man. That's
'Cause you come in
always.
here with these
You
crazy
can
ass
see the
scores, man.
evolution of Mark from the very first on the Mark to now. Like
Hey,
I said, you
man.
can see the
You
evolution
know
of
what,
it.
host? We
Yes,
gotta
sir.
get him a desk, like like how they do with the news anchors and stuff. We gotta give him one of those, and he can have his papers, and then he just have everything, all the stats and stuff ready to go.
Word, man. One more time for Mark.
You fucking mark!
Appreciate it.
Yo,
Good
it's
job,
rent
Mark,
free
man.
in my
Good
head, bro.
job. Good job, Mark, man. Like I said, it's a lot of time and dedication. And that man works too, got a full-time job, and to come on
And
and
he's
do
my best friend-in-law.
yeah.
Yeah, it's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? So that's hell of a work, man. Hell of a work. Hell of a work. Hell of a good work, man. All right, man. I got these scores. Let's get to these scores, man. Oh, these dreaded scores here. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I wasn't. This week right here was just like, in football, Number one, the Raiders suck. So I mean, that's my boys.
I think that's why you're saying that, host.
Well, I've been saying that for the past. How many games we lost in a row? 10.
Oh no, I was saying, like, I think that's why you're saying this past week was kind of
Yeah,
I feel
think
you.
just was excitement. I didn't. The Green Bay game was great. The Green Bay game that was great.
Yeah,
but
that was sick.
I go. Yeah, they kind of like it's like batting out the Babe Ruth. Like nobody's coming behind that. But anyway, I'm gonna read out the scores for Week 14. Week 14, man. Here we go. The Miami Dolphins. This is an AFC East Division game. The Miami Dolphins. They beat the New York Jets 32-26. Mark.
Devontae. What happened, man?
Devontae again.
What
man.
He could have stayed. He could have stayed with y'all and had a chance. I still stand by that. He could have stayed, and yes, I agree with that. But yeah, he could have stayed with y'all and had a chance at something, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the Jets,
the Dolphins, man. I'm gonna leave it. Mark, what you got on that, Mark?
All I can say is, like, it's really ironic, like, in the time that we've been doing the show, host. This is what, like, the third year in a row the Jets, like, had a chance late in the season to make the playoffs, but got eliminated by the Dolphins.
See?
I thought Zach Wilson was the issue, man. I thought when they got Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers reunited, that would have fixed it.
I thought he was the missing piece.
Right.
What happened?
And for the record, just so the people know, if Devontae would have left us in the offseason, I would not be mad at all. Like, I wouldn't even be petty. Like, I'll be wishing him well.
I
Like,
wouldn't
he
be
left
mad.
us in the middle of the season, bro.
Yeah,
I wasn't even mad he left us, bro. I wasn't even mad. Like, he didn't really do jack for us.
But really why in the middle of the season, though?
But like I said, though, host, he could have stayed with y'all and had a chance at something, or at least be the fire to be ignited. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I got you.
I feel like personally he had a better chance with y'all getting it together or fixing whatever problem he had than to be a little bitch and go ahead and I'm gonna go with the Jet. You lost to the Steelers twice, bro. That should have been the writing on the wall there. You made a mistake. Like Williams left in.
They was beating the Dolphins. Dolphins came back.
Yeah.
It's like you punch back and I punch you in your mouth, and then the Dolphins just said, "Get down on the ground, like you're done." You know.
True.
Shout out to Tua. Roll Tide.
Facts. Tua stepped up. This game I like. I like this game right here. The Minnesota Vikings, they defeat the Atlanta Falcons. This is Kirk Cousins return home back to US Bank Stadium. And the score, the Vikings, they defeat the Falcons 42-21. The Vikes is trying to keep up with the Detroit Lions here. They are on their heels. And the Vikings go 11-2. I really enjoyed this game. This game, I kind of stayed on afterwards. And I was like, damn. Sam Darnold, man, you got to give him his props. Sam Darnold threw 5 touchdowns, 3 of them to Jordan Addison, bro. 3.
For all the fantasy people out there, he had 39 points with them 3 touchdowns.
Holy hell!
I had him in one of my leagues.
Minnesota did what they dog walked the Atlanta Falcons up and down their field. But I'm going to give the Falcons credit, man. Bijan Robinson was running all over their asses. That dude's gonna be he's a dog. He's gonna be a dog. He's gonna be a dog. He was running all and he was killing the Vikes.
For years to come.
Yep. He's gonna be something special. Definitely. The New Orleans Saints. That's ugly. They defeat the New York Giants 14-11.
Barely won that game. I was so mad.
It's like the Giants have been competitive. It's just they suck. They're like in the Panthers' shoes. Shout out to my boy Chris. It's not a shot. I promise you. It's all love, bro. But it's like the Panthers. They're supposed to be trash, but they're being competitive in games like that. The Saints barely got away with that, dog. And Drew Lock looked like he was giving them life on that last drive.
He tried.
I don't know if y'all agree with that or not, but he did. Yes,
he did. Drew plays behind off.
He did. He sure did.
He took that Tommy DeVito start personally.
He was playing that young Jeezy before the game and went out there and did what Jeezy would do.
The crowd got behind him. They got behind him.
Hey, host, can I confess something real quick?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Between the 3 of us, I don't wish for any player to get injured. The word on the street is Derek Carr injured his non-throwing hand and is going to be out several weeks. You know what that means, don't you? I don't have to go through the agony of having to choose between my Raiders and Derek Carr this year. The football god spared me at least one time this year.
That's right.
Then y'all turn around and lose to Taysom Hill or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, true.
He out for the year.
Yeah,
who?
Taysom Hill.
He got hurt last time they played in New Orleans.
What was it? ACL, right? ACL.
Something in his knee. I don't remember what it was, but it was something.
ACL, MCL, something like that. Yeah, he's
horse stick killers. The Raiders.
No. The Raiders do not need to win a game the rest of the season, bro.
No, this one won. This one won.
Desmond Ritter's our quarterback now.
Make one mistake.
Please don't.
Accidentally win. Do what Todd Gurley did.
We got Desmond Ritter and what's his name? Chase Bentley.
Can we call Luis Perez, please?
Oh my God.
Wait, no, he might be good enough to get us a win. Never mind. Don't do it.
He said he might be good enough to get us a win.
Hey, Marcus Russell, you want another chance in the NFL, my guy?
Oh hell no. In that case, let's get Marcus to Sosopa. Hell no. Hell no. Or JP Lossman. Or Matt Shaw.
We can go old school and get Matt McGloin again. You want that?
Oh no.
Y'all got a better chance of getting Kevin Cobb to come back for one game and possibly winning that game.
JP Lossman. We had JP Lossman or what I said?
Jeff Garcia.
Jason Campbell again?
Jason Campbell? Hell no. We went 8-8 with Jason Campbell. Carson Palmer? No.
I don't think that's something to be proud of. Wait a minute.
I take Dante Culpepper.
I don't think that's something to be proud of, brother. He said, "Yeah, we were 8-8." He said it so smooth too. We were 8-8. I don't think it's something to be proud of.
That was Hugh Jackson.
If Hugh wouldn't have made that dumbass decision to replace Jason Campbell with Carson Palmer, I really think Jason would have done something, bro.
Carson Palmer, he brought some kind of life back, but that body just wasn't doing it for his ass. That body was not making it. That body
Carson was more of a thrower.
Yeah, he too beat up, bro. He just too beat up.
And he got to Arizona and found the youth.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shit of the bull.
But I remember when he was with the Bengals.
The next game we got. Oh, there we go. The Philadelphia Eagles. They defeat the Carolina Panthers 22-16. And the Philadelphia Eagles have won 9 straight games, improving to NFC second best, 11-2, tied with the Minnesota Vikings, and officially has dominated the NFC East division title. That is all Philly. All Philly. Philly G.
I'm gonna start off with the game, and then I'm gonna say something to that at the end.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy Chris. We watched the game together this past Sunday. With my mom, we had some good food, all that. Hell of a game for the Panthers. Panthers fans, y'all should be looking to the future, smiling right now, because I think the future's bright. As long as y'all draft well, y'all should be great. My boy Bryce is turning it up. He's doing what he did in college football. Outside of the pick, I felt like he had a very good game. And Xavier Legette, hold your head up, bud. You're a rookie wide receiver. You can make mistakes now, but in the future moving forward, you can't have drop balls like that. There were so many dimes where we could have lost this game. Old man Thielen, as I call him, found the fountain of youth, as Mark mentioned earlier with Carson Palmer. He's become the veteran wide receiver that we know that he is. That's all I got to say about the Panthers. And their defense will get better too, but that's all I got to say about the Panthers side. But these goddamn birds. Let me tell you something about these birds, baby. We are fucking resilient. And I don't want to use that F word. Shout out to the nation. But I'm just saying. I just believe that we showed resiliency in this game. We knew the type of team that we were playing. To all the people out there that are saying, oh, it's the Panthers. Y'all should beat them. This is the same team that took the damn Chiefs, who are frauds, to their limits and won by 3. Well, we won by 6. That's different. Anyway, Saquon Barkley did his thing. I felt like Jalen was off. I don't know if anybody else who ever watched the game, I felt like he was off.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, he had a wide open A.J. Brown going across the middle. Shout out to my boy Chris again, because he pointed that out. He had him wide open off of I think, an accidental pick. But I think in Jalen's defense, he might not have wanted to throw the ball because it probably would have been called a flag, passing interference on offense, maybe. But he hits Devontae Smith on touchdown, boom. Grant Calcaterra gets his first touchdown, boom. But we got to tighten up on defense, man. I don't know what's going on. I know that we have some injuries, but we got to fix that. At the beginning of the game, there was a big hit on Xavier Legette, but once again, he's a rookie. I'm expecting him to not really get out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, we got the W. That's what counts. And my comment to you, hosts, about the NFC East,
yes, sir.
Not just yet, young grasshopper. Not just yet. We don't have the NFC East yet. No. Washington has to lose to the Saints this Sunday, and we have to keep winning against a Steelers team that is hot. But I'm gonna lay some knowledge on you. Head-to-head series. I mean, they're coming off of a bye. They're facing the Saints that barely beat the Giants. I'm being
right now.
Look,
being real.
I ain't gonna get ahead of myself. But listen. They're facing a New Orleans team that barely beat the Giants that we were just talking about, 14-11. You are facing a Washington team coming off with a damn bye. And didn't they hang like 40-something points or something like that on somebody before that?
On Tennessee, yeah.
So I'm just saying, Washington coming out of this bye could be just like the Eagles coming out of their bye. On fire with 4 games to go. I said it would go crazy in December. It's going to be crazy for the NFC East. but not just yet, host. That's all I got to say about that. Not just yet, but I hope we win. And as always, I believe in Joe Hendry, and I believe in this Eagles team. Let's go 10-0, baby. Let's do it.
Oh,
Well, like
shit.
Coach
I see
believe
him.
too.
Seen him too. He's a good dude. He's a good guy. He's a real good guy. He's a
But
real
yeah,
good
that's
guy.
my take on it, though, guys. Like, I just
Congrats,
he's
yo.
just
Congrats.
resilient,
9 in a
man.
row. You're
I
rolling
appreciate
along,
it.
man. 9 in a row,
And
man.
oh,
Have
there is
fun in
one
the
last
playoffs,
thing.
bro.
Sorry.
Have fun.
There is one
Have
last
fun.
thing, though. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
AJ Brown, I agree. We got to get better on the passing, but I don't think that was a jab at Jalen Hurts. I think this media crap. People eat up the media all the time. Don't look too
Yeah.
deep into it.
You just gotta
Steelers
be
better be
careful.
watching out. Yeah, Steelers
Yeah.
better be watching out because the last time we played the Steelers, that man had 2 men on him and they couldn't stop him. Yeah,
Speaking of
that's gonna be happening again.
Speaking of Steelers, they defeat the Cleveland Browns in an NFC North Division game, 27-14. Pittsburgh is 10-3, and they are on the move in the playoffs. Interesting. Real quick, Jameis Winston, starter next year.
Bridge for sure.
The fans love him. They love him, bro.
Not hard to see why.
Thick and thin, through thick and thin.
He's got to
they love
clean
that
up
dude.
his interceptions, host. Like it's like the
Yeah.
Tampa Jameis Winston that we saw. You can't keep throwing these interceptions, these nonsense ass interceptions.
Yeah, the people
The
love him.
real
That's
question
the
up there is gonna be if Jimmy Haslam is gonna smarten up and listen to his football advisors, or if he's gonna be the bullheaded owner he's been, and it's just that they stick with Deshaun Watson. But
They're gonna lose a lot.
I would
They're gonna
hope
lose a lot. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
I would hope not, because it's become like insanely obvious, at least to me, and I'm a untrained football fan. The offense works a lot better with everybody not named Deshaun Watson. Like for some reason, it's like when, and I'm not throwing shade, it's literally like when DeMarco Murray went from Dallas to Philly. It just didn't
Good
fit.
point.
Like him
Good
being in
point.
Chip Kelly's offense just didn't fit.
Good
And it's kind of
point.
the same
Good
thing
point.
with Deshaun Watson and Kevin Stefanski's offense, man.
He just struck
They
a
do
nerve.
insanely better with everybody else but him. So I hope the owner sees that and lets the football people make the football decisions, but it's the Haslam, so you never know.
Shout out to Jameis Winston, man. Like I said, the fans love him. Like he's a super fan favorite. Super
Mark,
fan
that's
favorite.
next
He's a
to
baby
Kevin
face.
Cobb, bro.
Who?
That's next. DeMarco is next to Kevin Cobb.
Dang.
But we're not talking about my
Oh,
Eagles. We're talking about these Browns.
Oh God.
Trade for
God.
Dak Prescott next year. Trade
Who?
for Dak Prescott. I'm talking about the
Who,
damn
Cleveland?
Browns. Yes. Trade for Dak. Get something out of that. Start building your offense in this draft. Trade for Dak.
I think they're gonna make Jameis the guy, bro. I think it's coming.
Jameis
Take it.
Jameis can be a bridge. That's about it.
Yeah. The Jameis, like you said, if you get a good quarterback coach, Jameis all right, man. He threw 4 touchdowns, sorry, the other night. 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry. He threw 4 touchdowns. Yeah, he threw 2 pick sixes, of course.
I was getting ready to say.
I mean, he threw 4 touchdowns, bro.
You know,
That's great for a backup. That's hella great. Nobody done that since Flacco.
and it wasn't too long ago.
That's that.
Same team, wasn't too long ago. Difference was they had Amari Cooper.
I like James, man. James is all right, man. He's a guy that you want to play for.
Yeah,
I wish we would have signed him instead of Gardner Minshew, but that's another conversation.
Preach.
because you can
Speaking
take
of
the 4
Gardner Minshew.
touchdowns and 2 picks all day long. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Speaking of Gardner Minshew, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they defeat the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders, 28-13. Now the Bucs are leading that NFC South division by 1 game. 1 game over the Atlanta Falcons. Bucs go 7-6. Falcons drop 6-7. It's going to be a race between those two in that division. Mark?
I have thoughts on this game, but before I get into the negative side of it, 'cause I'm gonna get fired up talking about this game. One
Hit
thing
it.
I want to say, my unfortunate streak continues. I have never seen one of my favorite football teams beat Baker Mayfield, bro. It's like me and host have an inside joke where we say like some very important people be tapped in listening to the show every week. And
Every
apparently
time, bro.
Baker Mayfield has been hearing host whine and complain about that Thursday night game from a couple years ago. He ain't leave no doubt this time, did he?
Mm-mm.
Shout
Mm-mm.
out my boy Baker. Unfortunately, he beats me yet again. Beat me all 4 years he was at OU. He's beating me every time we played him in the league. But actually, no, I'll take that back. We beat him. I beat him once. We beat him when he was in Cleveland. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Anywho,
beat in Cleveland. Yeah, beat in Cleveland. In the
the
snow.
real, the real meat and potatoes of this game. It was some bullshit that happened. And I texted Philly G. It's ironic. Last week we were talking about Aziz Al-Shaair and his quote unquote dirty hit on Trevor Lawrence. Not a single media outlet gave a peep about the dirty hit the 94 laid on Aiden O'Connell that had that man carted off the field in the damn air catch. That was a dirty hit without question. That
Yeah, it
man
was
literally
good.
sat there and watched AOC throw the damn ball, took an additional 3 steps, and decided to give him another shove, and the man landed awkwardly on his knee.
Yeah,
Where's
was
the
dirty.
outrage now, bro? That brings you to a bigger point with the NFL. I really need y'all to get consistent with these effing calls, bro. You say that the quarterback's supposed to be the most protected position in football, yet you have situations like where AOC's case, that was a blatant unnecessary roughness, not a
It
flag was
was.
thrown. And for the
It was.
second time this season on a nationally televised game, Joe Burrow nearly has his head ripped off by the face mask, and the refs don't call the
Oh,
flag. Call the
Jesus.
effing flag,
Yeah.
bro. If it's
Yeah.
unnecessary roughness, if I accidentally land on a quarterback the wrong way, it needs to be unnecessary roughness when the defensive lineman pushes my quarterback down after he got rid of the ball, or when he tries to take my quarterback's head off by his face mask. I'm really getting sick and tired of the inconsistent officiating by these damn NFL officials, bro.
I
We
agree.
don't
I
know what the
agree.
hell a catch is. We don't
I
know what
agree.
pass interference is, and apparently we don't know which quarterbacks to protect, which ones not to protect. This is getting
I agree.
ridiculous, man.
So
I
now
agree.
you
I
I'm
guys
off
agree.
see
my soapbox.
why. Now y'all see why I said when the Trevor Lawrence hit happened, why I said I was on the line with it, because not really dirty, but at the same time, you don't do that. The AOC John that Mark had sent me, I didn't really have like any words to really say to him in that moment because I was waiting for the show. But here's what I got my take on it. He's right. You got to get better with these calls, man. Joe Burrow really did almost get his head ripped off in last
Yeah.
night's game, and it should
Yeah.
have been
Yeah.
called because everybody saw it. When your helmet's being turned this way, you can see the logo, whatever, covering where the face is. That's a face mask. Am I correct?
All
As
day
far as
long.
AOC's situation as well, seeing that video, that makes no damn sense. I don't have the ball no more. Why the hell are you still going after me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it is ridiculous, you know, but you'll suspend a guy on a play, which is like a bang bang play, really. But for the Bucks, this guy's not getting suspended for what should be a suspension for hurting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But from the video, you wouldn't be able to tell that, but you could look at it and see how he fell down. It was like, oh, that was a hard hit. You know what I'm saying? But it still should
Mm-hmm.
have been a flag or
Even
something because the ball was gone. Ball
Mm-hmm.
was way gone.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
even Gene Tessitore, the referee on call with CBS, who has
Hmm.
screwed my Raiders more times than I can count. He's like a low key Raider hater on TV. Even he
Mm-hmm.
admitted that should have been a flag, bro.
Should have been.
So either we need to adopt the UFL ability to super challenge anything we want, or replay needs to be able to make a call like that if it's something that blatant and that obvious, like in AOC's case or in Joe Burrow's case. Something has got to improve to where these things are being called more consistently, and we have a clear cut definition of what is and what is not roughing the passer, unnecessary roughness, pass interference. Like that stuff really needs to be cleared up, man. Because it's
Matter of
ruining
fact,
games.
it wasn't even just that game either. There was a face mask in our game that was right in front of the referee and you didn't call it. So I don't understand what is face mask? What is passing interference?
Mm.
What is what's another one? What is roughing the passer really?
Mm.
What's this? What's that? What's not considered a dirty hit? What's considered a dirty hit? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta call it down the damn line or call it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
If this guy's holding me, but then the next play, another guy's holding the same way as the other guy on the last play, and you don't call it, that's bullshit. It should be
Mm-hmm.
called both ways.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm about to rip a guy's head off, you don't call it, but my head's about to get ripped off, and I'm just using an example, but my head's getting, my helmet's getting ripped on, whatever. They call it. That's not fair. I should have been called on my flag.
Mm-hmm.
But
I agree.
it's ridiculous, though, man. It is.
Hopefully, and I'm gonna jump off of it, but Mark made a couple of weeks ago. Mark made a great idea that they need to do with the UFL. They need to have that super challenge, man. They need to have stuff like that to protect these players. And it's sad to see AOC go down like that. When they put the air cast on, immediately he was done.
Yeah.
When I saw the cart in the video, like him getting carted off, I'm like, damn,
like, come on,
bad.
bro. Come on, bro. When it happened, I'm like, come on, bro. I mean, come on. And if I was damn, Coach Tampa, Todd
Bowles.
If I was Todd Bowles, I would bring his ass. I would give him the business because that was very, very unprofessional.
That was stupid.
That was crazy.
That was what we call Bush League, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's definitely. Where my music at? The Jacksonville Jaguars. Seattle Seahawks, AFC West Division game. They defeat the Arizona Cardinals 30-18. Shout out to Mike McDonald, man. Doing a great job with the Seahawks here. Leading division.
Every time I want to get on the Arizona
that division's wide open, boy.
All the time, bro. Look,
that division's wide open.
I'm gonna say two names that's gonna really piss you off, Arizona. Matt Prater.
I was thinking about that this weekend too. Like, this is the game that cost me immortality, bro.
Matt
the whole time
Prater, bro,
with an angry face, bro. Like, Arizona always screws me over, and I don't know why. Like, I don't got
all
nothing
the
to
time,
them,
bro.
They been screwing me over since Super Bowl 43, man. Sick of this crap.
Yeah.
At least you weren't the guy that put his pick in and then edit it and put the Cardinals in.
It happened.
Son of a
that's quite literally what cost me immortality, Philly G. I originally picked Seattle, but on a whim, I'm like, let me go with Arizona.
He's about to go 15.
I said it's a division game. I was like, Arizona's been playing well, so I was like, the Seahawks, they're getting it together. But at the same time, I trust the Arizona Cardinals at home. After the Mike Wilson touchdown, I'm like, all right, here we go. And then they pulled that bullshit, 30-18. I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh, I hate that shit. I was counting.
I don't know what the problem is, man.
I said, damn,
I don't know why they're so hot and cold.
Who's this, Arizona?
Yeah, I don't know why they're so hot and cold, man.
They don't have any dogs yet.
I mean, they got dogs, but they ain't barking. They ain't biting nobody.
They got dogs yet.
No, they sitting on the porch. They sitting on the porch, folks. They're not hopping off.
They're gonna be all right next year. Seattle's a little bit more well established. Mike McDonald got these guys playing.
I agree.
Games
I
in the
agree.
first half
I
of the
won't
season,
disagree with that.
them now.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, host. Like, yeah, they're more established. I can agree.
Yeah, Seattle is. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're more established.
Now, people say this is the game of the week. Well, the game of the week. The Los Angeles Rams, they defeat the Buffalo Bills 44-42. First of all,
absolute insanity.
First of all, what a hell of a comeback by Buffalo. Like, whoa, bro, you talking about a comeback. They was dead in the water. Holy smoke, they even get this close. They put up 42 points. That's insane. But for Philly G and Mark, is the Rams for real?
They all right. That's
They
why I
knocked
said
out
the
they
West.
knocked out the Vikings, and they just knocked off the Bills. Two big time teams here.
But they ain't knock off the Eagles when it mattered. But anyway, you know, the Rams fighting for that West. I want to say yes.
Okay.
But then again, no. You got the 49ers. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but I won't say I'm not enjoying it. I don't like to see nobody get hurt, but I am kind of enjoying it. 49ers are broken right now. We can eliminate them. Arizona is kind of, they just lost this big game against Seattle. Seattle wants to take charge, but the Rams are sticking around like the Bruisers. I would say yes. I would say yes. They are a dark horse in the NFC West, and I'll go as far as this. Wild card. Wild card, wild card, wild card.
There's 2 spots left. Minnesota got one tied up right now.
They are definitely not a team you want to see in the postseason.
Absolutely.
To me, and you guys know this pretty well. They remind me of Ole Miss in the SEC at the college level.
Yeah.
They're not the traditional powerhouses like Bama and Georgia, but Bama especially can tell you don't want to go play Ole Miss, whether it's the daytime or at night, because they always give you hell every time you play them. So
every fucking year, man.
Go to Oxford.
Even when they had Eli.
Yeah.
Even when they had Eli. Even when they had DK Metcalf. They always been a pain in the ass. They always been a pain in the ass.
You remember the game a few years ago, host? We had to put up 45 to beat them mugs.
Do I ever?
That's what the Rams are in the NFL right now.
I agree.
Got to outscore
Sean McVay. Sean McVay's coaching that team really well. Stafford and his veteran experience is keeping them alive. I feel like if they would have had anybody else, they might not be this powerful. They probably look a lot like Arizona, but I can't quite call them contenders, but definitely like teams won't give you hell.
They're scrappy. They're very scrappy. And that team believes in what McVay is telling them boys. They believe
drinking the Kool-Aid, sure.
Yes. They believe it.
But yo, if Buffalo would have won that game, host, would that have been the greatest Buffalo comeback since Frank
I agree.
Against the Oilers?
Yeah. Music City. Not Music City. The greatest 38-0. It was up.
Yeah.
It was 30. Yeah. I agree with you, Mark. That was a hell of a comeback, bro. I swear, I thought they were dead in the war.
In the Super Bowl era, to score 6 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, and still lose, man.
6 touchdowns the dude threw. If Josh Allen is not the NFL MVP, something ain't right, bro.
And real quick, for fantasy people who had Josh Allen, they know what I'm talking about. For those that didn't, he had 51 points.
He quite literally got Lyric into the playoffs in our league.
Yep. She had to win to get in, and she got it.
Josh Allen is on one. That's my favorite. That's my new favorite quarterback, bro.
Unlike my boy Chris in my league, who had him, he lost by I think 10 or 20 points with Josh Allen in the lineup.
I'd be an angry son of a black woman if that was me.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. He gave me 50 and I still lose, bro. I'm gonna be mad.
Oof. It's like James Harden. Just go 50 points and still lose.
Don't
leave alone. Leave alone.
You and host are really
Houston Rocket. No. I'm talking about Houston Rocket.
You and host.
Oh hell no! I don't
Kevin
know
Cobb, DeMarco Murray, and damn James Harden. There's some nerves that are being touched.
I'm talking about Houston Rocket. when the Rockets attempted, they hit 25 3-pointers like an NBA record, and they still lose. Get out of here, man.
Julie G, don't tempt me, bro. I can make it worse.
Don't. 'Cause I think I know what then you're gonna say, bro, and it's gonna aggravate the hell out of me. Like the rest of this show, I'm just be.
Oh man.
With Devontae, where you at, Devontae? Your San Francisco 49ers, Devontae. They defeat the Chicago Bears. They beat the brakes off of them, really. 38-13, man. Yeah, they whooped their ass.
And I
Delta ass
in that game, bro.
But shout out to Roma Dunze.
Roma Dunze.
That kid Yeah, I think he had 2 touchdowns on the day. He he was all right, but belt to ass, man. George Kittle and the 49ers, they were rolling.
Mm,
I'm sorry to hear about their running back getting injured, but you know,
yeah,
hey,
yeah, that
we'll be
sucks.
all right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
San Fran did what they wanted with Chicago. They did what the hell they want. They did
They had
what they want.
4 yards of offense in the first half, bro.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Next game, man, we had the referees, AFC West division game. The referees, the Kansas City Chiefs, they defeat the Chargers of Los Angeles, 1917.
I call bullshit
I don't watch that game. I don't watch
because,
Kansas City. I do not watch it. I am boycotting
bro,
that game. I do not watch
I,
Kansas City. So,
I did host a little bit, and then I started
mhm.
playing my own game. But,
Okay.
bro, they keep getting away. They keep getting away. And it's crazy because the Chargers had them. They really did. And then they didn't.
Hmm.
You
Fuck
left
'em.
time on the clock for Patrick Mahomes to get down the field.
I digress.
It's the interesting thing to me about this game, like the big takeaway, is like I feel like the Chargers are in the same position that Cincinnati was in a couple
Mm,
years ago. Do
hmm
you add the protection to protect your franchise quarterback because it's obvious that the offensive line needs some work, or do you try to go out and get them a number one receiver? They need that too. Quentin Johnson stepped up. Like that was the best game of his career, no doubt. But I think they still kind of need a definitive, like true number one receiver that they go with Lad McConkey in that offense. So that's gonna
You
be
got
interesting to see what
Palmer.
Harbaugh does.
Palmer's pretty good.
Joshua Palmer was
Yeah, but
pretty good
he
when you can
drummed the
get him the
ball too damn
ball.
much, man.
Oh, really?
Like you
No,
can
and
tell
then
he's a trash guy playing football.
But Mark, there's been some plays where Justin Herbert has overthrown him. Be
Mm,
real about it. Because he had a
hmm
wide open pass early in
Palmer's
the
a speed
game
guy
and he
though.
overthrew him.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
care.
when
You
you
got
got
to throw the
Henry
ball
Ruggs
on
running down
point.
the
You can have.
field, you put some mustard on it. You know.
Herbert can do that too. He can throw a hell of a ball.
So
He
yeah,
throw,
I'm interested to see like do they address the offensive line or do they try to get him some weapons? Like that's gonna be really interesting to see what they do.
yeah,
Mm,
Noah Harbaugh. Yeah, that's a good question mark. Question mark. Ain't it? Good question mark.
he said question mark.
Ah,
But
I
you
like
know
that.
me, man.
Very
That's what I
nice.
do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
the Barbara Walters of the podcast. He be asking them questions, boy. Last game. It was last night. The Cincinnati Bengals. They went all the way to Texas, AT&T Stadium in Jerry's World, and they defeated the Dallas Cowboys 27-20. Mark?
A couple of takeaways from this game. Number one, Cincinnati. I know they got Jamar Chase out of it, and I get like the insane year that he's having this year. I low key wonder, like, damn, should they have really taken Penei Sewell when they had the opportunity to? Because Joe Burrow has not
Ooh,
had any time in the pocket
good point.
in pass protection, man. That offensive line
Good
can't
point.
help him out for nothing. But again, you sacrifice getting the offensive line help to get Jamar Chase, who's only been balling out ever since he got to Cincinnati. So it's like a catch-22 with that one. On the other side, this might shock some people, but I really think Mike McCarthy's earned a new contract with the Dallas Cowboys at this point because
Mm-hmm.
they could have very easily given the hell up when Dak went
Mm-hmm.
down with the injury. But this
Mm-hmm.
team has been fighting. They've been scrappy. They've been hella competitive in every game that they played here recently,
True.
especially that one on Monday night.
True.
That was a crazy ending. Yeah, I personally think Mike McCarthy should get another contract with them. As much grief and as much gripe as we give him, he's kept that locker room together, even though they have really not a lot of talent, and
Very
keeping
true.
them going in games. So if I'm Jerry, I resign that man. But the one thing and the biggest takeaway from that game, host, I know you remember that game well. When you saw that ending, bro, did you or did you not think of my man from the Thanksgiving game with Miami in the snow?
Yo,
Did you or did you not think about that moment?
yes,
My
that's
man, why?
crazy. That's crazy. I did think about that. The Miami game in the
Yo,
snow. Word,
yeah. When
yeah,
I saw that play, but that's immediately what I thought of.
yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my God, yo, that who was that? Oh man, jeez, why my memory going so funny? That's
Hold on, I
crazy,
got you.
Mark. I did that. Yo, that man, that was a good game. Yeah, now I'm about to go back and watch it. I'm about to go back and watch that. Oh my God, bro, that was
Yeah.
good football. That
Um,
was good
I
football,
mean,
bro.
I ain't
What you
watched
got,
the
Philly
whole
G?
game or nothing, guys, but
Okay.
um, that block punt kick, I was just sitting there like, damn, they blocked the kick. And then this
Mm-hmm.
dummy touches the ball. I'm like, you never do that. You
Mm-mm.
never do that. And I'm just sitting there like, shocked and awe. Cause I'm like, I ain't never seen something like this in my lifetime, as least I could think of.
It
Mm-hmm.
was Lonnie
But
Lott, host. It was Lonnie Lott.
Lonnie Lott. Mm-hmm.
I was just
Yeah.
sitting there hosting Mark, like, bro, what are we doing? Then they recovered it. I said, yep, that's their ball. That's their ball. You should have never touched it. If I'm on the
Oh
sideline,
man,
bro, I'm like, kid, you just don't touch the ball. But I loved every minute of it as a Eagles fan.
I know
Shout
you
out to
did.
you, Dallas fans. Watching Micah cry. Listen,
I gotta
Micah gonna
watch
be
that
in
game,
Philly.
Mark. I gotta watch
Micah
that
gonna be in
game.
Philly quicker than we think, bro. He crying in Dallas right now. And I
Oh
saw a meme
shit.
today that said he looked like he about to cry in the car. Well, I think he cried a lot
Yeah.
last night.
It's not a good
But
look.
it's
It's
not.
not a good look. It's
And
not a good look for him.
but to
You know.
lose like that and then have Jamar Chase just get open, spin move, really 180 spin, and go down the field for 40 yards and score a touchdown with a minute and some change left, and then Cooper Rush. I'm not a Dallas fan at all, as you
Don't
already
say
know,
that
but
name.
don't piss me off by watching
Jeff Jarrett.
watching CeeDee Lamb watching CeeDee Lamb cut across the middle when he was wide open, and you could have got it to him. You had all the time in the world before Trey Hendrickson or anybody got back there. Bullshit.
I agree with Philly G on that. I agree with Philly G.
That game should have went to overtime at best.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Like,
C- CD Lamb's a
Cooper Rush
dog,
got
man.
what he
CD,
deserved.
CD Lamb's a dog. I gotta
you
get
said
to him. He's the
what?
dog.
You said what, Mark?
Cooper Rush got what he deserved.
Oh, don't be a hater, bro.
Don't ever say that man's name in my presence. I
No,
will
you can't
forever
stand
hate him.
it.
Say his name and he appears.
Oh
He got what
damn.
he deserved, bro.
It's just crazy because Rush just sucks. Like, I just don't understand it. I could have made that pass. Hell, my
I,
grandmama, man, she rest in peace, could have made that pass.
huh?
He was
You know what?
wide open.
For a 5-8 team, I'm digging the Cowboys though. I know Philly G,
Stop
but
talking.
but I'm
Stop.
digging it. No, you good, you good. I know. I say I know you Philly G, but yeah, I'm digging the Cowboy. I like Rico Dowdle. I like Rico Dowdle. I like Turbin. I
And
don't. They got the talent, bro.
it's
They got
not to
it.
say that they don't
They
host,
just
and it's
it ain't
not like
happening.
unbiasedly. I'm about to be unbiased and real with y'all real quick because I know we got to go soon or whatever. I ain't trying to take no time from nobody. But bro, unbiasedly, remember a few years ago we had a podcast we were talking about Kyler Murray, and I said Tony Pollard was the future, right, for the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all remember that, don't you?
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
I said get rid of Ezekiel Elliott. They did that. He went to the Patriots for a year.
mhm, mhm.
He went to the Patriots. You should have kept Tony Pollard. You could have had Dowdle back there. Where the hell is Deuce Vaughn?
That's a great question.
Where the hell is Deuce Vaughn? Nowhere to be
That's
found.
that's a great
Dak,
question.
Dak should have been traded. You have Trey Lance back there who you can coach up. Mike McCarthy's supposed to be this great coach. And they're supposed to have this great staff and this great team. Right now, the Dallas has the problem on both sides of the ball. They can't stay healthy. They're getting old. They have a senile person of a owner, and he wants to keep Mike McCarthy's ass. Like I said, as the Eagles fan, I love it, but unbiasedly, it pisses me off.
I talked
I
to the
think
Cowboy fans. Philly.
McCarthy earned that contract though.
Yeah, he
He's
earned
earned
it.
a new one, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not to
earned
say
it.
that he
But
didn't, Martin host, but dog, like I said, as a fan, it pisses me off. I want competition in my division. I'm sick of people saying NFC least.
You'll
It's
get it next year.
bullshit like this that causes that.
Mhm. You get it. You get it next year. I think. Well, I talked to a Cowboy fan. The Cowboy fan said, "I wouldn't mind having." No, he said he looked. It was a mock draft, and Genty was drafted by the Cowboys. He went 12th.
He's a perfect fit for that.
But you just said Deuce Vaughn. I'm like, why would you go get a guy like that when you got Deuce Vaughn right there? They both run the same, except Genty runs a little harder. Deuce Vaughn is a talent, bro. He's a talent.
From looking at my foe from afar, and I'm looking from the outside in, they're going to give him the Tony Pollard treatment. He's going to end up being a free agent, or he's going to be traded somewhere else.
It's crazy.
Just to make room for Ashton Genty. But what you need to do is get help with, not to say that Turpin and Tolbert aren't good. Like you said, we can't deny that they have a talent. The problem is this talent isn't showing up. When are you going to pay Micah Parsons for him to play better a little bit?
Yeah.
Just saying. That's a motivation.
The same thing about Arizona. Arizona
had Rondale Moore. You paid CeeDee Lamb.
You got Rondale Moore, bro. He got hurt. Rondale Moore's the truth.
And yeah, Rondale Moore can't stay healthy, but he's good as hell. But I'm just saying, guys, I didn't mean to take long on it, but I'm just saying with Dallas, bro, the problem, I called it a few years ago. The problem is Jerry Jones. The problem is the fact that they're stuck. Winning the division last year, y'all did great, but that's all y'all good for now is winning the division.
Keep a heart too, Philly G. Y'all the reason too, because y'all winning. And the more y'all win, the more it makes it hard. It makes it hard for Dallas. So keep keeping on.
And we can go further than that. When Dak and Carson Wentz came into the league, Dak was mad that Carson got paid money. That's why you ended up with him now.
Yeah, that was a big money war. That's true.
Please don't talk about that.
When real quick, when Carson got that $40 million from Howie, what was Dak saying? I'm better than him. I need my money. I need my money now. He's so unfair. I need my money now. He was even out there throwing picks like Jameis Winston.
But considering the owner that he plays for, it's not hard to understand why he wanted to get paid. Because Jerry Jones has always struggled to pay his star players not named Tony Romo.
Oh, I see it.
True. That's true.
I see it. Because Micah's still waiting on his check, but I said, I don't think we have to wait too long for Micah Parsons to be an Eagle. And I'm putting that out there in the atmosphere.
Keep it real with you.
I heard that before too.
Nah.
Dan Quinn might be in the sweepstakes, bro.
Might go to Philly though. You know how Wiseman do. Holy shit. That dude,
Dan
whatever
Quinn,
he wants, he gets.
Dan Quinn
is Vic Fangio, and right now with Vic Fangio as our DC host, Mark. I'm sorry, Mark. I didn't mean to cut you off, but with him as our DC, whatever piece that he really wants or he feels like fits his scheme, that's who Howie's going for. If Micah fits the scheme for Vic,
he should go. I think he might help out the Eagles because of Brandon Graham. Graham is coming back for one more year. He's up in age. I can't see him. I can also see him in Washington too because they got Wagner, so as a linebacker. So I mean, Dan Quinn got the relationship, but Wiseman got the money. That's a toss up. That might be a great subject to talk about. Who can Michael Parsons?
Still don't know how he's getting this money from.
I don't know. In the drug game.
I'm just saying. He got some nice. Look, he be wearing some nice suits, bro.
Let me not spread that rumor.
Telling you.
Let me fuck that up. I don't want to spread that rumor.
His side hustle in the off season.
Tony D'Angelo.
Exactly.
Maybe that's who Meek Mill used to report to back in the day. Who knows?
You never know, bro. Mickey Mills.
Got him.
All right. Well, that was week 14 reviews. Time to reveal who's the king of the picks. Everybody participated in this one since it was the third 3-year anniversary. So everybody participated in this one. And I'm going to, due to time here, I am going to go ahead and reveal who is the king. Boy, y'all would not believe. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and king of picks for week 14. GC.
Oh wow.
Wow.
GC.
Okay.
GC.
Shout out
Steps
to
on
you,
the
Jim.
throne for the first time. GC steps on the throne for the first time. GC is the winner and king of week 14. To go by the standings, who brought up the rear? Oh, Philly G. Philly G brought up the rear. 7-6.
Them damn Bills
Oh, gotta love
and
that.
Cardinals. Damn Bills and Cardinals.
And behind him was Paul.
And Bears. Damn, and Bears.
Rock and Mark. Rock and Mark both went 8-5. 8-5. Devontae and the dog. They both went 9-4. And GC cleared the path going 11-2. 11-2. Oh
he came
boy.
close, but still not close enough to my record though.
15 though. You was on one. Yeah, you was on one, brother man. You was on one that day, brother man. Oh man, my stomach. I hear your stomach. I hear you. Stomach. Whoa. All right, man. Quick pick, man. We got NFC West division game. We got the Los Angeles Rams. Ironic. They're going to Levi Stadium to take on the 49ers. Philly G. Rams are the Niners.
This is a hard one, man. But I'm going to stick with the high hand. I'm going to say the LA Rams get a W at Levi 28-24. Actually, no, we'll go higher. 38-34.
38. Mark?
As they say out in Los Angeles, whose house? Rams house. Give me the Rams.
Rams. Damn Rams.
I ain't picking San Fran no more.
Thank the ass Rams.
All right, quick pick is in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get up out of here. And that is our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching. Y'all know my saying. Another episode of Sports to Talk About, the review show. The review show, man. Please remember, hit that like button for my main man, Kelly Green, Philly G, and Mr. Episode himself, Mr. Young Mark. Young Mark, man. Hit that like button for these guys, man. That like button is power. It's a lot of power behind that like button. Hit that like button for them, man. We highly appreciate it. We don't ask for no money, but we do ask for that like. Hit that like button. And don't forget to go back and check out our 3-year anniversary show last Saturday, man. We had a great show. Go check that out. When you do, hit that like button as well. Mark, where you go?
So I'm here, bro.
Okay.
The internet is reverting back to our debut show, so that's why I'm off.
Oh boy. All right. Well, the people can hear you. Take us out.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. I especially appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on the mark this year in college football. As I always say, man, no other place on earth, whether it's radio, television, YouTube, wherever, nobody gives you the wide variety of sports coverage like we do here at the Real to Sports podcast. So make sure you hit that like button, turn on that notification bell, subscribe. You never want to miss a show because you never know what sports we're going to talk about. Come on back. We got more great content for you.
And that's with no camera, baby.
No camera.
Let's go.
No camera.
No camera. So that's what you got. Oh, let me get into that. Oh, before we get out of here, though, man, again, we had a 3-year anniversary. I appreciate the podcast panel, but one person I did not, and I want to do it right here in front of the world, man. I really appreciate Philly G. I want to thank Philly G, man. Philly G, let me tell you something about Philly G. Philly G comes on here with all the energy in the world, man. Philly G, he is the X factor of the show. So I want to say thank you to Philly G for all the contributes and time that he has dedicated to this podcast. Thank Miss Philly G for putting up with it. Let me tell you something about them wives, boy. We got to thank them too, because they deal with us
They
with it,
put up
man.
with our BS, boy. They put up with our
I
BS.
tell
There's
you,
a few
man.
times where I've been strangled, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, man. So Philly G, Mark has been what, 2 years or all 3 years? I can't remember.
Uh,
It's been a long time.
no, it's been 3 because I didn't meet
3.
him until 2021.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Philly G, man. So Philly G again, man. Thank you for everything you've done for the show. Thank you for all the energy, all the time you've dedicated, man. It is everything is appreciated over here. All the fellas you've done, and those of you I know Philly G, and Philly G have done a 360-degree since he's been on the show.
Yes,
Things have gotten
yes.
really good for Philly G.
Way better. Cause it
Way better.
it started off rough,
Yeah, it
but
did, boy. We
but
but,
we got
but
it together, man.
I can
Mhm.
see the man evolving more in the Philly G, and I'm going to see that more in a few more months. I'm
Yes,
going to see that
sir.
more in a few more months. The man in Philly G, but man, we love Philly G. We proud of Philly G. Philly G is our brother, and we appreciate Philly
I
G tonight
appreciate
right here on the
I
Real Sports Podcast.
Here, here.
I
Get out of here,
appreciate it. I
yes,
love you
sir.
guys, and that's everybody, even the ones that's not on the show. To all the fans out there for this podcast, thank y'all, and thank you guys for making me better. Or
Oh
helping
man,
me get better. Thank y'all. So, best group of guys I've ever been around. It's all love, man. All
all
love.
love, baby,
Oh
all
yeah.
Hey,
love.
that's the best FN I've ever met in my life, and I'm very, very proud to call him my best friend-in-law. You know
Oh
what I
man,
mean by that.
you ain't gonna do that on this show. You know what? It took me a second. I was like, you can't get away with that. Oh man. Host, we'll talk about it after the show, bro. We'll
Yeah,
talk about that.
we hit it. We
Oh
hit it.
man. Damn.
We,
Hey man, we gotta
well,
take that one to the grave, bro. I love you.
all
Hell
the way,
yeah.
baby.
Oh man.
Oh
We'll be
yeah.
back though. We'll be back in the building this Saturday, man, with more football debate and discussions, man. So come on back, find out what in
Yes,
the hell
sir.
we gonna be talking about, man. So you just never know around here what we're gonna be talking about, man. You never know what we're gonna have in store, man. So again, come on back Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. right here live on YouTube, man. Please continue to support mental health, man. Please
Yes.
continue to
Always.
support it. Help fight against it. Help fight against it, man. And everybody around the world is listening. I'm the host, and I am saying, please be safe and stay safe. And that soldier is in order.